Okay, welcome back to my Toys R Us farewell tour. One of the last things I bought was a 3-pack featuring Cubot, Orbot, and the green-suited Eggman, who is of course featured in that one episode where a parallel universe version of Knuckles visited, who was a genius. And I do remember back when I did a review of the green-suited Eggman, I thought it was their attempt to make a Steve Eggman figure when they got extremely lazy, until somebody reminded me, oh yeah, the green-suited Eggman was a thing. Although I wonder, why would they make a second toy of the green-suit Eggman when he only appeared in one episode? If you're going to make a second metallic paint version of any Eggman figure, wouldn't it be the black-suited Eggman, as he featured in 2 episodes, one of which was the season finale? Like, how come that guy doesn't get more love, huh? He's a way better Eggman. Anyway, these are pretty much the exact same sculpts of the figures that we had before, except they have been given shiny new metallic paint jobs. They also come with trading cards. Really nice, shiny, holographic-y looking trading cards of Orbot, Cubot, and Green Eggman. Look at him pulling at his mustache. I don't really know anything about Green Eggman. As far as we know, he's exactly like basic Eggman, except, you know, he wears green instead. Like I said, he's had no character development because he had like 10 seconds of screen time. And yet that apparently qualifies him to get a really shiny metallic paint job, which, again, like I always say, looks really weird when it's on his skin. It looks like he used too much tanning oil, because when you make skin shiny, it looks orange and brassy and greasy. Although the metallic effect does look nicer on his clothes, because he's wearing shiny shirt, shiny. Even his gloves glisten. You know, like everything else on him looks nice and pearlescent. So it looks good everywhere except for his face. Like, you know, like maybe they could have given him the shiny metallic paint job on everything except his actual skin. You know, it still would look cool, and then he wouldn't look like some kind of, you know, tanning obsessed weirdo. Okay, so Cubot and Orbot, let's get him to the side, are the exact same figures, and they have the same flaws. For example, Orbot, because of his forward-standing face, doesn't like to stand up unless his hand is bracing him. Although it does look like they repositioned the hand slightly so that it's underneath his chin. That way, it prevents his chin from falling all the way down. For comparison, here is the original Cubot, and as you can see, that figure, it just kept slumping until the hand reached the ground. It was originally like this. So as you can see, yeah, like they really should have made the stem of the figure out of a much harder type of plastic. Like I know it would have been brittle, but you know, like it's not like there's any articulation here to move on, so making it out of a stiffer plastic that wouldn't slump and bend like this would have been a much better idea. But yeah, it looks like they slightly repositioned the arm to try and prevent something, so you can say that they did make some changes to the figures, not just a re-release of the exact same mold. So they did do something, and I'll give them a little bit of credit for that. Not to mention the fact that, of course, that shiny metallic paint job does look better than the flat plastic that the original version was. I always wonder, why don't they always make the robots out of this kind of plastic and paint? You know, like leave the dull flat coats for the organic characters who aren't shiny, and leave the metallic stuff for robots who are shiny. Alright, bringing in the original Orbot to compare with the new Orbot. It looks like he has the exact same mold and they didn't really do any changes. But then again, this Orbot mold actually is, because he's so much less top heavy than Cubot is, he, you know, doesn't slump over as much. Although he does still have a difficult time standing because he has this tiny little flat footprint on the bottom. So the slightest little vibration of your desk will send this thing falling off your display space, so you gotta be careful. I would recommend putting a little bit of adhesive on the bottom, maybe a piece of 2-sided tape or something, That way he'll stay standing upright. But yeah, you all know. And as you all may recall, I don't have the original Green Eggman anymore because I customized it into Steve Eggman, who's, again, another recurring character that could have been made by doing minimal remolding to the Eggman mold. I mean, come on, Tomy, why do I gotta do your job for you? Give us a Steve Eggman figure. That is, if there's still interest in Sonic Boom. I'm still not sure if they're gonna get approved for a third season. But even if they don't, they had a pretty good run of 2 seasons, totaling 104 episodes between them. So, you know, they'll still have that. They'll still have that. All right, so this set, if you can't find this set at a discount, I don't think it's worth it. If you never got Cubot or Orbot before, this probably is the best version of them because of the metallic paints. But, you know, like, aside from that, you get nothing but a repeat Eggman figure of a version that barely featured in the show at all. And like I said, Cubot has issues with top heaviness. Still, these are the only official toys of Cubot and Orbot, and they do capture the looks pretty perfectly as long as you don't count the slumping thing. So, yeah, if you already have them, don't bother. If you don't have them yet, then go ahead and get the set. The trading cards are nice too. Like, they don't have any kinds of stats or anything. The back just says Sonic Boom. But, you know, that is some good artwork. Okay, so that's been this part of the farewell tour. You know, I'm glad that right before the end, I was able to get some Sonic toys from Toys R Us because, you know, it just kind of feels appropriate given my long history of that store and Sonic and all that. All right, we'll see you in the next video.